First play and a first pass for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets it down to the 32. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. you force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the return here will go to a 31-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play fake, Murray. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run here with Conner. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 0.
pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Ertz has it left side. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that'll bring up a third down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there, and they did it successfully.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find Walter. That's complete.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roll down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack on 1st down, Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely likely be the last play of the first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On play action, now Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
Jacobs going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal.
Carr going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
Goal alert.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And some space here. And all the way up to the 49. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 42 yards. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable two-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On second down and 4. Murray, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 33. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
They run behind center with Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, He's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get it up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, and another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the bomb so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to Connor here on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a give to Jacobs running right. They'll get this down to the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards left on second down. Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing his Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Murray. Able to find Ertz. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut